Hello and welcome to TTV News, some latest events in the province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of April 2nd, 2025, Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Permanent Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Head of the Provincial National Assembly Delegation, and Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thành, Member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, Action Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, presided over the 53rd Provincial Party Committee Conference. The conference aimed to assess the leadership outcomes for the first quarter task and to set the key objectives and solutions for the second quarter of 2025.
In the first quarter, the GDP of the province was estimated at over 15.1 trillion Vietnam dong, an increase of 8.5% compared to the same period last year. The total budget revenue was expected to reach over 4.15 trillion Vietnam dong, fulfilling 31.5% of the plan and rising by 17% year-on-year. Domestic and foreign investment attraction continued to rise. The total tourism revenue reached over 1.8 trillion Vietnam dong, marking a 41% increase compared to the same period, with 2.46 million visitors to local tourism sites. Social welfare policies aimed at improving citizens' lives were also a priority, and progress was made on two major housing projects for veterans, poor households and poor households. Regarding party building and political system work, the province completed the restructuring of its administrative machinery in line with the central government's directive for reviewing the implementation of Resolution 18. As a result of the restructuring, 56 administrative units were eliminated across the province. In the first quarter, 99 new party members were admitted. During the conference, delegates focused on discussing and evaluating the achievements of the first quarter and proposed key tasks and solutions for the second quarter.
In the first quarter of 2025, foreign investment attractions in the province saw significant growth, with the number of business dissolving or ceasing operation decreasing compared to the same period last year.
Foreign investment reached over $120 million, a five-fold increase from the previous year. This included 7 new projects with over $260 million in investment, as well as 8 projects that increased their capital. To date, there are 398 active foreign invested projects in the province, with a total registered capital of over $10.3 billion. In the first quarter, the province issued business registration certificates for 181 new companies with a total capital of over 920 billion Vietnam dong, a 15% increase in the number of businesses compared to the same period last year. However, 38 businesses were dissolved. To date, the province has nearly 9,000 registered businesses with a total registered capital of over 200 trillion Vietnam dong. These encouraging figures reflect the province's efforts to improve the investment and business environment, focusing on removing bottlenecks related to planning, land and construction, as well as simplifying administrative procedures and providing support for businesses facing difficulties.
The audience reviewing the key projects of the province, considering and creating the most favorable conditions for construction units to complete the projects and make them effective, especially completing compensations and plan clearance for the commencement of the Ho Chi Minh City Mobile Expressway project. These were the directives from Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Council at the 53rd Provincial Party Committee meetings on the afternoons of April 2nd, 2025.
Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng says that in the first quarter, the province's socio-economic situation saw very optimistic signs, with the province's economic growth reaching 8.5%, the highest in the southwest. For the second quarter, he instructed on levels of the party committee, government agencies, and localities to continue reorganizing the political system, build plans for restructuring administrative units at the commune level, in line with central government directives. The review of public investment projects and the planning of districts should also be done to adjust in accordance with the new administrative restructuring. Additionally, the construction, renovation of government offices and procurement of public equipment should be temporarily suspended. The Provincial Party Committee's working program, resolutions of the Provincial Business Council related to special policies of TayNinhTV and the implementation of legal regulations should also be reviewed. The Provincial Party Secretary also requested the continued completion of the Provincial Party Congress documents, gathering feedback from veteran revolutionaries and enhancing coordination between departments and agencies in carrying out their tasks.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the early years after reunification, agricultural production in the province was still underdeveloped, relying on traditional farming methods. Primarily cultivating rice, sugarcane, and rubber. However, in recent years, the agricultural sector of the province has undergone a strong transformation, moving from outdated, low-yield farming to the applications of advanced technologies in production. This not only have improved productivity and product quality, but also contributes to enhancing the living standards of local people and promotes the province's economic development.
Recognizing the necessity of transformation and investment in technology to develop sustainable agriculture since the reform period beginning in 1986, the provincial government has implemented several policies to support farmers, encourage the adoption of modern production models, and improve infrastructure such as transportation and irrigation to serve agricultural production. From 1986 to 2000 was the period of reform. During this time, we saw private enterprises and large-scale individual households entering agricultural production, which created a boost for Chinese agriculture. Notably in this period, we expanded the area for rice cultivation to ensure national food security. The initial area of about 17,000 hectares grew to nearly 100,000 hectares at its peak, contributing to ensuring food supply for the people while also participating in the export market. From 2015 to the present, the province has promoted industrialization in agriculture. The livestock sector moving from small traditional garden barn models to medium and large-scale farms has applied modern technologies such as closed farm, cold storage farms, and automatic feeding and watering systems. This shift toward industrial farming has led to large-scale production and has started participating in export activities. In its development direction for agriculture, TayNinhTV aims to develop high-tech agricultural zones, contributing to raising the proportion of high-tech agricultural products value to over 40% by 2025 and 50% by 2030. Currently, TayNinhTV is one of the leading localities in attracting investment in high-tech agriculture, with many large enterprises coming to explore investment opportunities and build agricultural linkage with modern technology applications.
Turn to other news. With the goals of making tourism a key economic sector, TayNinhTV province has been effectively leveraging its existing resources and advantages, developing regional links with Ho Chi Minh City and other provinces in the southeast, and making efforts to attract more tourists.
To promote tourism as a major economic industry and ultimately establish it as a leading economic sector in the locality, the Provincial Business Committee has tasked the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism to lead and widely communicate the tourism stimulus program. This aims to encourage investors and local tourism businesses to actively participate. At the same time, the department will continue to raise awareness among tourism service providers to follow the tourism etiquette guidelines to enhance the province's tourism environment. The Provincial Tourism Association is also encouraged to proactively create its own tourism stimulus program, diversify tourism products, and improve service quality. The association should also apply flexible promotional strategies such as discount and special offers and enhance visitor experiences during specific periods, including major local and national tourism events and festivals. Currently, the entire province has city-approved planting zones and 6 packaging facilities with designated codes that help expand the domestic and export markets for agricultural products, in which 28 area codes have been approved for exporting agricultural products to markets such as China, the United States, the EU, New Zealand, and South Korea. These include fruit trees such as bananas, jackfruits, mangoes, longan, durian, and seedless lemons, covering a total area of 668 hectares. Additionally, there are 6 approved packaging facility codes for exporting durian, bananas, and coconuts to China. For domestic consumption, there are 31 approved planting areas with a total of 264 hectares, growing rice, vegetables, custard apple, grapefruit, jackfruit, durian, cantaloupe, and mango. Moreover, 34 planting areas have been established and waiting approval for export codes, covering more than 850 hectares, growing durian, mango, and grapefruit. Starting from March 31st, 2025, the government will apply new preferential tax rates on many imported goods. Specifically, the import tax on automobiles will decrease from 64% to 50%, ethanol from 10% to 5%, and frozen chicken legs from 20% to 15%. Naturally, the tax on goods and furniture products will be reduced to 0%. This tax adjustment not only creates opportunities for businesses, but also encourages consumption, promotes fairness in trade relations, and increases the diversity of imported goods into Vietnam. This policy will make imported products more accessible while reducing domestic production costs. In particular, in TayNinhTV province, which has a favorable location with over 233 kilometers of border, this policy will create significant opportunities to increase imports of raw materials for production, thus boosting the local economy and regional trade. Decree number 73 opens up many new prospects for the Vietnamese economy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 14th National Congress of the Party, a major political event for our party, army, and people, also marked a historic moment for the country as it stepped into a new era of Vietnam rise, facing new opportunity on the occasion of 79th anniversary of the nation's founding. General Secretary Tô Lâm published an important article on digital, emphasizing that data is of vital resources, becoming an essential material for production, driving the development of productive forces, changing production methods and relationships, and creating a new momentum for growth.
In line with General Secretary Tô Lâm vision, the Politburo issued Resolution number 57 on December 22, 2024, focusing on breakthroughs in scientific and technological development, innovation, and national digital transformation. The resolution marks a strategic turning point in the nation's digital development policy, asserting the importance of data as one of the 4 key pillars of the digital age. Data is a new resource akin to the air and light of the new era. It is new production material that propels digital transformation, particularly through the implementation of Project number 6 and the establishment of the National Data Center. It must be completed with data that is accurate, complete, clean, and alive, leading comprehensive digital transformation and providing the foundation for the development of a digital economy and modern productive forces for the 2026-2030 period, in line with the objectives of Resolution number 57. In response to Resolution number 57 from the Politburo and Government Resolution number 175 on February 25th, The National Data Center under the Ministry of Public Security was established with the goal of maximizing the value of data of resource to drive innovation, enhance labor efficiency, boost national competitiveness, and elevate the country's position. This also contributes to ensuring a safe and stable digital infrastructure, forming a solid foundation for building a digital government, digital economy, and digital society. Along with the creation and implementation of the data law and the establishment of the National Data Center, the Vietnam Data Association was founded with the mission of pioneering the implementation of Resolution number 57 and creating a robust foundation for the country's digital future. Based on this, the Vietnam Data Association and its member units have quickly implemented specific solutions, from establishing a legal framework to executing practical projects using advanced blockchain technology to secure personal data, prevent fraud, and provide solutions for various questions. This initiative saves time and cost for citizens and businesses while enhancing the digital government, society, and economy's performance metrics. In the first 3 months of 2025, TayNinhTV, in collaboration with other law enforcement agencies, have investigated, uncovered, and arrested many cases and individuals involved in the illegal trafficking and transportation of drugs. These efforts have been aimed at preventing drug traffickers from bringing drugs from abroad into Vietnam through TayNinh border. Along the border, traffickers continue to find ways to illegally cross the border through trails and open paths to transport drugs into Vietnam, particularly in TayNinh border area to sell for profit. In the interior, during the first 3 months of 2025, law enforcement agencies detected 57 cases involving 95 individuals. They have investigated and clarified all of them, initiated legal proceedings for 58 cases with 104 defendants, and seized 0.5 kilograms of synthetic drugs, 1.8 grams of other types of drugs, and various related items. On the morning of April 2nd in Tam Phước Hamlet, Tan Binh Camille, Tân Biên District, a conference was held to establish TayNinh Cocoa Agroforestry Cooperative. It was founded with an initial capital of 1 billion Vietnam dong, contributed by 6 members. The cooperative's activities include cocoa seedlings production, selling cocoa trees, as well as planting, caring for, purchasing, preliminary processing, and producing products from cocoa trees. This is the first unit to develop cocoa cultivation in TayNinh. Through experiments on a 6-hectare scale, the trees have grown well, and the 18 men on cocoa plants have started bearing fruit. They are expected to compete in quality and yield with regions that have long established cocoa cultivation traditions.
The audience in recent years, the developments of education and training for particularly difficult regions, ethnic minority area, border region, islands, and remote area, as well as for policy beneficiary, has been always paid risk attention to and prioritized investment by the party and state. As a result, many mechanisms and policy have been issued and implemented, not only meeting the educational needs of the children of ethnic minority, but also ensuring social equities in education. In the province, improving the qualities of education has been identified as a key factor in enhancing public knowledge and promoting local development. The effort has brought significant results, especially in improving learning conditions for ethnic minority students in border areas.
Today, the children of the ethnic minorities in the province, especially in Tân Đông Camille, can attend school regularly, no longer suffering from the thirst for knowledge. This is a significant step in bridging the educational gap between ethnic groups and preserving and promoting ethnic cultural identities. Tân Đông Primary School, located in Tân Đông Camille, Tân Châu District, serves 427 students across 3 school sites with 171 students from ethnic minorities. The school has made continuous efforts to improve teaching and learning quality. At the beginning of the year, we assess the student situation, especially those preparing to enter grade 1. We encourage those at risk of dropping out by visiting them at home. So far, none of them have dropped out or left school midway this year. Each school year, the school implements many appropriate measures to enhance teaching and learning quality. One of these measures is teaching ethnic minority students to read and write in Vietnamese, which not only serves as a crucial foundation for accessing knowledge, but also opens doors to opportunities in life. However, teaching Vietnamese to ethnic minority students presents certain challenges as they initially speak their native languages. Teachers must find ways to teach the lessons in a manner that students can understand, readily helping them get used to Vietnamese and eventually learn to read and write. With the party, state and governments that concern the educational status efforts and the commitment of teachers, the education for ethnic minority children in the province, especially in Tân Đông commune, has made remarkable progress. Policies to support and investing facilities and create the best conditions for learning have allowed ethnic minority students to attend school, opening up opportunities for them to access knowledge and develop themselves. Moreover, with the enthusiasm and dedication of the staff and teachers, a solid foundation has been created for ethnic minority students, giving them the confidence to continue into higher education levels, demonstrating their potential and ability to thrive in the future.
And today, TTV News wraps up now. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next program.